Case IH.
All right. Better than both.
She does good. Come on, everybody. Choked. I don't bring that to you. Alcohol barrier day. That's the only one. Welcome, everybody, to Outlawed with Ron Stone. I'm Jason Schultz. I'm your co-host. Ron Stone, our host. Ron, we got to behave tonight. Kurt sent me a text message and told us to be on our ultimate good behavior because our new sponsor's with us. So,
is that true? He really did?
No, but I thought that'd be funny to say that. So,
Oh,
Plus,
you just
Ryan looks like he could take me out back and whoop my ass behind the woodshed, so I thought I'd behave. So it's all good.
better be on your best behavior. Welcome, everybody, to Tuesday Night Outlawed Live with Ron Stone. Jason Schultz and myself head the show up every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. We've got promoters, pullers, sponsors, guests from all walks of life that are in the pulling world. Tonight, we've got brand new Outlaw sponsor, Coltrane Energy. We got Ryan, Logan, Bill. Gentlemen, introduce yourselves to the folks out there.
Pryor.
Trey Dixon.
Ryan Loganville.
All right, Coltrane Energy. Now, I know all about the product here as far as your press release and the story behind it. But Ryan, go ahead and give us a summation of what Coltrane Energy is all about and how it started.
Well, I don't know how far to go back. I owned a trucking
We've got an
company,
hour,
actually.
Ryan. We've got a whole hour, buddy. So
Boy, I don't know if I can fill that. I owned a trucking company for several years. Devin over there, he used to actually truck with me, and I named it Coltrane Truck Line. Why I named it that, I don't really 100% know, but I thought it sounded pretty cool. And there's a train track that drives right beside our job, so we named it Coltrane Truck Line. And I ran that trucking company for about 6 or 7 years, something like that. I can't remember. We hauled cattle, and we hauled hoppers, and we hauled oversized flatbed freight. We had at one point in time we had up to 18 trucks running. So it got pretty big, and I got kind of tired of that. So I decided to sell out, and then I started a utility construction company. We started directional drilling. It's a long story as to how I got into that. I just knew a guy, and then so I started drilling after I was trucking. And that's how Trey came to the picture. He was my number one driller, man, for a while. So then we, after doing that for about 6 years, 7 years, something like that, I don't know how long we've done that for, I had a guy interested in buying me out on that business too. And while I was drilling, I always had a spark to want to start my own energy drink company. I don't know why I want to do that either, but just trading one headache for another, I guess. But we, I've been working on it kind of behind the scenes for a couple of years, but I just didn't really tell anyone about it just because the drilling company was doing really good. So I didn't really want to push something else because I didn't have the time, So we just, I kind of just let it ride in the background for a while, but we were slowly developing it, just not really pushing it that hard. But then when I had the opportunity to sell out, we pushed it. We started going full bore. So now here we are. I have Coltrane Energy. I just feel like a Coltrane is kind of. I'm a big history guy, so the Coltrane is pretty iconic in what built America, and it's kind of rough and tough and kind of like the way, that we are in the Midwest. And we wanted to make something that you kind of relate to for the average guy, the average working man all across the Midwest, in the heart of America, what I consider to be real America, not those guys on the West Coast. But I feel like it can relate to the people, the average guy, just the normal guy out there working his butt off, trying to provide for his family. And so it turned out really good. The taste is great. Everyone loves it. We've been promoting it a lot. And that's kind of where we are. We got our original flavor that we came up with through, countless samples. I mean, we worked with a company to help us develop the flavor. And I'll be honest with you, the first couple samples were really bad. I almost scrapped the whole idea. Well, I mean, I remember talking to the company I was working with about it, and I said, guys, this is bad. I mean, did anyone actually even try this before you sent us the samples? Because it was really bad. But we kept working with them, and we finally developed the drink, and I'm really proud of it. It's proud. I'm proud of the message that's on the side of it. I'm proud of what we've built. And
those first two samples might have actually been number 2 diesel.
I don't know. It's possible. Or P, one of the two. I don't know. It was bad.
Oh, Lord.
But it was bad. But we've got our original sample, our original flavor out now. It's just what we came up with. It's really good. I don't really know how to describe it other than just to try it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. We did a sample this past weekend at a local car show. I think we sold 671 drinks, and we told everyone, if you don't like it, then we'll buy it back. And everyone loved it. It was really good.
Awesome.
You never get 100% of your audience. I didn't figure we'd get 100% of them, but it sure seemed like 100% of them liked it. But I don't know. Maybe they just walked away and didn't want to be nice to us. But we got 3 more flavors coming out. A kerosene flavor, which will be our peach flavor. It's really good. Some of the guys like it better than our original. I would still prefer the original over it, but some people love the peach flavor. We got a biodiesel flavor. The biodiesel flavor is our sugar-free version of our original, and then we got a dyed diesel.
That's the one Jason should drink, right? The biodiesel, the sugar-free.
The biodiesel flavor is really good. I actually prefer it over the original, which is saying
really?
something. Usually sugar-free drinks I don't really like, but it really turned out good. And then we got watermelon, which is our dyed diesel flavor.
Farm diesel. Okay.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, farm diesel. So I'm pretty proud of all of them. They really turned out good. We won't have the other 3 flavors until like August, September, probably September. It's just we've already got the flavors ironed out. There's just a certain amount of channels that they have to go through before we can actually sell them to the public. So we're basically in those channels. But hopefully we'll have them ready for this fall.
So right now you have the one flavor that's actually out on the market. You've distributed. That's the diesel number 2, correct?
Sure.
All right. So right now, folks are asking where can they find Coltrane energy drinks?
Well, we're getting our online store set up right now to where we can order them. We can sell them over the internet through online, but hopefully we'll be getting them in distributors soon. I mean, we've got them in a lot of local distributors here in mid-Missouri. But as far as going out west, part of the reason why we're sponsoring the Outlaw series is so we can get the word out there and get our name out there, and hopefully with these other distributors in Iowa, Nebraska, basically everywhere from Wisconsin down to Texas, we want to get in. So that's our goal, and everywhere in between. So, but
and really, we're working hard. Me and Trey actually hit the road today and just hit some small retail shops here at mid-Missouri, out past Sedalia, down to Lincoln, and we're just working hard getting those drinks out there to those people.
Okay. You guys are based out of Syracuse, Missouri, right? That's just east of Sedalia. And
small town, not even a stoplight.
Don't blink.
Okay.
Don't blink.
Right.
Yeah.
You mentioned having your product all the way up to Wisconsin. You got the Wisconsin man himself here. Jason Schultz is on here.
Where do you guys want to go in Wisconsin? Where do you want to go?
Everywhere. All the way up to Canada.
So let's do it. We got to set up a meeting with Quick Trip. So
is that where Quick Trip's based out of?
yeah, La Crosse, Wisconsin, about an hour from my house.
Uh-oh. Wheels are turning.
That would be awesome. Hey, I'm game.
You're our man.
Wheels are turning.
If you're supporting pulling, I'll help you do whatever you want to do. So
We kind of feel like Coltrane and the pulling industry, the whole pulling world almost go hand in hand. I mean, I can't think of something that would go better with the pulling world, and we're all about it. So, I mean, we all grew up going to pulls. It seems like here in mid-Missouri, I mean, I think it might even be a little bit bigger in Iowa, but in mid-Missouri, you pick a weekend and you can drive to a pull within probably 30 miles of central Missouri, about anywhere, about any direction. It seems like about every weekend there's a pull somewhere. So we all grew up going to them.
Definitely lots of pulling in the state of Missouri. Let's see. Wyatt Schulte says he could have really used something like this driving home from TPC on Sunday. Assuming he drove home on Sunday, he may have drove home Saturday night. Saturday night, I would say definitely yes.
he was tired.
So now you have you guys have an ag background as well. I mean, I think we talked a little bit in the past, Ryan. Your dad is a farmer currently. He still is a farmer.
Yeah, my dad and I help out some. I don't have much farm ground myself. I actually own a gun shop. I kind of went down a little bit different road, but my dad farms about 3,000 acres or so, roughly between him and some of my brothers. But yeah, here in mid-Missouri, yep, all south of Sedalia and east of Sedalia, all around there.
Yeah.
And then my dad owns 2 fertilizer businesses too. So I do me and some of my guys do all the custom spreading and then hydros applicating on all of a lot of local farmers. So
you guys need some more stuff to do.
We're always out in the fields doing something for sure. But yeah, there's a lot of farming goes on in our area.
Yeah, one thing you'll notice too with getting involved with the Outlaws is pullers will absolutely support the sponsors. I mean, the pullers are gonna buy your product. I'm anxious to get a sample myself and try it because I never been huge on energy drinks, but last couple of years, I drink one now and again, and so yeah, it'd be awesome to try something new, especially a product like this where you guys are supporting the Outlaws. You guys know any pullers personally from your area or any pullers around the Midwest?
Yeah, I know several pullers in our area. Most of them are truck pullers. I don't know that many tractor pullers. I know a few tractor pullers, but most of the guys that I know are pulling in either the diesel truck class or the gas class. But I don't know if any of them deal with run the Outlaw series or not. I don't know. I've never
drop some names on us here. Do some name dropping here.
What about Jamie Felger? Do you know him?
I know Jamie Felger. Yeah.
Customer of ours. Him and his dad, Lynn Felger. They buy a lot of fertilizer from us. I know Jamie pretty well. He's probably the biggest one I know that really travels the series. My cousin, he didn't pull last year. They were having a problem. They changed the gearing in his truck. He's got a truck. He pulls a gas class. I'm not sure which one it is, but changed the gearing on his truck, and now he's having a hard time with it bouncing. They can't kind of keep the thing on the ground. So he pulled out last year trying to work on that thing. I'm not sure. He said he's going to try to get back in the series this year, but I'm not sure what series he follows either. I honestly don't know. But
what's his name?
Now the name of the truck is Two Mulch Fun. But they own a mulching company. They sell mulch to tons of people. But the name of the truck is Two Mulch Fun.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that, I think, on Facebook somewhere.
It's an older Chevrolet pickup, like a 60s, I don't know, maybe like a 65, 66 model Chevrolet pickup.
Okay. Yeah, truck pulling, especially pro stock truck pulling, is just huge in the state of Missouri. But, with the Outlaws, we go, as far as, not this year, we're not in Wisconsin, but possibly next year. We go to South Dakota, Iowa, Nebraska, Colorado. We were in Colorado last year. Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas. And that's this year. Next year we might, expand a little bit. There's always Arkansas and you never know. Wisconsin, I think we may get dip our toe in the water of Wisconsin up there. So we will spread the word for sure of this product. And you guys talk about the product being basically for the working man, for the guys that don't get recognition, guys and gals. I don't want to leave the ladies out, but don't get the recognition for the jobs they do every day to keep the country running, keep the communities running. Tell us a little bit about that, why you went that route. Any one of you can answer there.
I'll take that one. Well,
go ahead.
I just for my backstory and me and Ryan's relationship, we started off when we were really young. We went to grade school together, been friends ever since. And I'll say that, everything Ryan's got into and his family is definitely patriotic, for the working man. I've helped run fertilizer carts out to customers. And I asked his dad and him a couple of times, I said, why are we working so hard so late? He goes, we got to keep those guys going. We got to keep them farmers in the field working hard. And I said, I agree. And then we started the gun shop. They in Versailles, we've got a 5,000 square foot gun shop that I actually have ran for the last 10 years. So it's always about, the hardworking, average, everyday American who just got off work. How can we help them out? And how can we get, market to them? And then Ryan designed this energy drink, came to me and asked if I want to be a part of it. And I read the green tab on the side of the can, and it's exactly what, Ryan and us believe in. And that's about, getting in the hardworking man's hand and women who are out there holding that stop sign when doing work construction, and just everything that they've ever done in life is just kind of aligned to that type of people, because we are that type of people.
And another thing, like doing construction, we're just like every guy we're going to talk to at these pools and everything. We didn't come from a lot and stuff. And like, I lived at a gas stations for the last several years, just like most men. Wake up, go to the gas station, lunch, either go to the gas station, eat at a fast food, or on the way home, and there's never really a product out there that I know that it stands for something that I believe in. So it makes it a little better. I wish I could have bought this over a Monster or something, because you don't know nothing about them,
Right.
and I feel like people can relate to this.
Yeah, it's so cool coming, it's coming from the heartland. It's coming from regular guys like yourselves. It's not coming out of some corporate office, out of New York City or Los Angeles. I think it's a product I think a lot of people are going to get behind, especially in our industry, in the pulling world, in the motorsports world, the ag industry. We have a lot of young, a lot of your older generations of folks probably have never even tried energy drinks, but folks I say older folks, I'm 52, but I drink energy drinks myself here and there, but your younger generation drinks them a lot more. And we've got a program called the Young Guns, where we have 30 pullers from 16 to 25 years old that pull with us, and we're really focusing on those groups to take on the pulling and take the reins and continue pulling once a lot of the legends hang it up. So I think there's a good future for this product, and I think it's a great partnership with the Outlaws.
If you go to our website, or if you can see on there that the green tab I was speaking of, it kind of hits on who we want to get this drink out to, and who might like that. I might just read it here. We said, we love this country and what it stands for. So if you're out there digging holes, picking corn, rolling down the big road, up to your elbows in grease, sitting in a deer stand, holding the blue line, representing the thin red line, or protecting our freedoms, home or abroad, come have a Coltrane with us.
Is that the About Us section there?
That's just kind of on the side of the can.
Yeah, that's printed on every can.
And that's just an excerpt of that. But you asked, what we kind of stand for, and that's right on the nail of the head there.
All right. Well, I there's a couple write-ups there on the Facebook page and on the website, and I thought maybe we had that, but we don't have it. So no, that's cool. Kurt Van Beek, KVB, the owner of the Outlaws, says he loves how patriotic you guys are. The first time he talked to you, he knew it was somebody that we wanted to partner up with. Of course, Kurt Van Beek and his son have a tractor called Extreme Pleasure, and that tractor is patriotic in itself, and they sell T-shirts and hats, and they give those to veterans charities. They don't make anything off of them. So, yeah, it's kind of a perfect partnership here. I really think that we can help spread the word and get this product out there, get it distributed in some places, and really help you guys make a name for yourselves.
Our goal is to keep growing, and I told Kurt I just wanted to, we keep growing. Maybe we'll keep growing with Outlaws and keep being even a bigger sponsor in the days to come, in the years to come. Hopefully, that as we grow, we'll have even a larger presence on the in the Outlaw series and in the pulling world in general too. But I feel like we got a quality product that I'm proud of, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to it, just the normal people out there.
And we're real excited to get out there, get in the atmosphere, get those the smell of that burning fuel, and mingle with you all, meet some pullers. We are very excited to get out there.
Awesome. Jimmy Nolte's asking what part of Missouri you're out of. Syracuse. You said it's what did you say? 50 miles east of Sedalia? Is that right?
About 15, 20 miles east of Sedalia, right off
15 or 20. Okay.
Yeah, right between Jeff City and Sedalia, Missouri. West of Jeff City, east of Sedalia.
Gotcha. Okay. There's quite a few comments on here, Jason.
You just keep talking. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I'm doing my job
All right.
as co-host.
All right, man. All right. I thought maybe you were busy doing something else. I want to make sure we got all those comments.
I can make Ron go away just like this. It's like, boom. Oh, where'd Ron go? Weird. Now I'm in charge of the interview. That's what's great about this whole thing. So, he's out of the penalty box.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I got the same power. Oh, where'd he go?
That's fine. Actually, it looks better without me. We can see more of their.
What happened? I didn't do that.
It's just you, brother.
Jason, I didn't do that second time.
No, I did it. I did
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Jimmy Nolte says he's from Boonville. Where can I find them at?
Really? That's crazy. He can get them in Tipton. They should be in Boonville here before long, too. We got them in several local distributors. We're actually going to be hauling, taking them to several distributors tomorrow, actually. So they're going to be start rolling out in a lot of local grocery stores and gas stations. I'd say you'll probably start seeing them more next week because this week's the holiday. I'm not sure how much of them will get in this week or not, but for sure next week, yeah.
And if he's in Sedalia, happens to go to Sedalia, go to State Fair Spirits. It's one of the oldest companies in Sedalia. Great owner too. It's a liquor store. They're in there as well.
You come to Tipton, they're in a bunch of places around Tipton, but that's the kind of our stomping grounds.
Yeah, we just got into Brothers Market down in Tipton, also Tipton One Stop as well. The Beverage Hut in Tipton, that's a hot spot. And O'Reilly's in Tipton. So, if he just wants to shoot down 5 Highway there, he can pick him out one.
This is just talk about the patriotism of the Outlaws. This is the presentation of the colors before the poll starts in Rock Valley, Iowa. So this is what the Outlaws are about as well. And our owner, Kurt, always does a prayer before every poll as well. So I like listening to you guys talk. And Kurt's talked a lot about all of you, and so has Ron. But just to hear, there's a lot of similarities between the Outlaws and you all as well, the Coltrane Energy Drink Gang. So neat to see all this up here. So
yeah, you won't. I'm sure you guys have been to your share of tractor pulls, but you'll not see anyone kneeling during the anthem at a tractor pull. I promise you.
They'll get told to leave.
Yeah. If you're watching the show tonight, you guys, you know how important it is that we support sponsors. So if you're watching, you work in retail or you work in a grocery store or a gas station or a convenience store chain or a liquor store, or something like that. Hey, get a hold of these guys. This is how it works. You ask for the product. It's called pull through. You come to us, and then, obviously we'd love to say, hey, I saw this at the Outlaws, but that's being selfish. But in all seriousness, this works, guys, and then you're going to grab it in the thing. I'm already thinking of the Remedy is number 5, the 5th kind, don't you think, Ron? So
the Remedy. You guys know what the Remedy is? That's Jason's pulling tractor that he.
No,
has.
they don't know, but they're gonna know. They're gonna know.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what a great name for a pulling tractor is, especially a diesel-powered pulling tractor, is Coltrane. That's an awesome name.
Yeah, it is. Well, Dusty Berry's got the cold roller.
Surprised there's not one out there named Coltrane.
Well, Dusty Berry, one of our limited pro stocks, has the cold roller. So
there's a truck in Ohio, a modified four-wheel drive called the Coltrane. Been around for many years. But will folks be able to get the product at Outlaw events?
Yeah. We'll sell it individually or by the case.
Okay. Will you guys be set up? Have your own little area to display the product and sell it, or will it be sold through a merchandiser?
No, it'll be we'll be set up. We're planning on hitting up almost every event. I mean, that's on our schedule. We might miss one or two, just gonna depend, but I think we'll be at almost every event. I think we'll be there, and we should have them available.
Yeah,
hey guys,
see the questions.
Yeah, how could Tammy? She works at the Mini Mart in Scribner, Nebraska. How should they get a hold of you guys? got your phone number up there, Ryan?
Website, and it's actually got a lot of our stuff on a lot of our. We actually put our phone number on the website, and someone actually answers. I know it's wild, but we have a phone number, and you can actually call and talk to someone. So
Awesome.
you can just give us
actually talk to us.
Yeah, one of us, or the gal that does the accounting. But yeah, you can call and we can hook you up. I mean, the key is in different parts like Nebraska is just getting in with the distribution centers. So like what we were saying a minute ago, what Jason was saying a minute ago, as far as getting the pull out there, I know it might be a little bit annoying for some people that continue asking, but if you really want to see it in a lot of these convenience stores, just ask for it. Just ask the teller, hey, do you guys have any Cold Train Energies? And if they say, no, I've never heard of it, then, that puts a little spark in their mind that when we come, hopefully we're going to get there. And when we get there, they'll be like, hey, we've got people asking for this, as I hope to get I hope to get in a lot of these areas as we're going to several of these events. That's the goal. So, but ultimately, it's going to depend on the distribution.
Also, if you want to like our Facebook page, you can message us on there and help spread the word there. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. So if you just want to like, share, follow, and also message us on those apps, then that would be also a good way to contact us.
If you're watching the show tonight and you're an Outlaw puller or an Outlaw fan, if you haven't already, please share this to your personal timeline. It's just going to help it out there, and go like them on Facebook. They've already picked up 5 to 10 likes since we started the show on the Facebook. I've been sitting here watching numbers, so that's cool. So
awesome.
It's up to everybody watching. That's what makes the world go round.
Right.
It ain't the business owners, it's the people.
Corliss is checking in from Texas.
De Leon and Whitewright are plenty hot. Look forward to y'all being there. Awesome. I've never been to De Leon. I hear it's like another planet there. It gets so hot. Jason, I'm not sure, but that's
Tammy Morris described it best. Tammy Morris described it best. So,
well, it's hot when even the Texas guys say, "Yeah, it's hot there. It's hot." So we have a lot of pullers down in Texas too, guys. Those guys travel a lot of miles over the summer.
Excited to get down there and let them try our drink. That's for sure.
Heck yeah, we'll be in Whitewright the fourth weekend in June. That's a huge event. That's north, a little bit east of Dallas. That'd be a good one for you guys to go. I mean, I don't know of any bad ones actually that would I could say don't come to, because I think they're all great events.
2-night deal, isn't it?
What's that?
The Whiteright's a 2-night. It's a 2-night event,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yep. 2-night.
We're hoping to
Last.
be down there.
Last
Hey,
2,
Jason,
3. Go ahead, Ryan.
Can you throw our trailer up there? The one you had. I seen that you had it rolling across the screen earlier.
Your trailer?
Yeah, that's one of our enclosed trailers. We got a few of those. We're going to be traveling around, taking that to. We've got a 53 foot van as well, but we have 2 of those. We're going to be traveling around to as many events as we can hit up, and we're going to have them things packed full of Cold Train Energy drinks, and selling them, and maybe even giving a few out at intermission, something like that. So
if you see that trailer, come by and talk to us and get you a Cold Train.
Will you guys have any swag available too, like T-shirts and hats, things like that?
yeah, we'll have some hats. We got a few of them there on the front of the table there, but
Okay.
yeah, we'll have some hats. We'll probably give away a few hats, and if someone wants to buy some too, but yeah, we plan on giving away a few hats like intermission or something like that, just as a fun little thing to do. Just give it away to a few people, throw some out in the crowd.
Okay. People love free stuff like that, guys. It's they'll you want to get a reaction out of a crowd, tell them you've got free hats, T-shirts, or funnels, or posters, whatever. They go pretty wild.
Think about anything that's free.
And they have Richardson hats too, so they know what they're doing. So that's good. So.
Hurling cans out in the crowd. I don't know if it works too good.
Yeah, that's not that wouldn't be good. You guys,
Trey, I'll throw the cans for you. I'll pick out certain people that deserve it, if you know what I'm saying. So it's all good.
If they kneel, we'll all throw one.
Yes, exactly.
There you go. There you go. Now, speaking of cans, you guys had some trouble. I mean, some of the stumbling blocks you might have to starting your own business like this. I mean, you had some trouble just getting cans, right?
It was. I mean, I knew I was telling Trey and Devin and my wife, I was telling like, well, I know we'll have some growing pains, but it's hard to even describe the amount of growing pains that we have had trying to get this thing off the ground. It was, yeah, I figured there'd be a few hiccups along the road, but boy, it was challenging in a minute. Sometimes I lost some sleep at night trying to figure out how we were going to make this thing work. And then also just getting the cans and ready for our first events because, there was a time they told us we would have cans by January 1st, and we didn't have them until May.
Just like May 9th. No, it was May 17th.
Yeah, May 17th before we finally got our first shipment of cans. So and just all the, I mean, it was just all the stars basically had to align. But once we get through this once we first got through this first run, I think things from here on out was going to be a little smoother. And just it was, we're new at this. We dig holes and farm and sell guns. So we don't know anything about the manufacturing side of things as far as getting cans and stuff like that.
Yeah,
trying to source where you're going to get taurine and vitamin B and things like that to go into an energy drink. We had to source all those ingredients, and it's a different world. So we jump out of an excavator or a tractor and then trying to figure out how to find B vitamins. It's not that easy. It took us a little bit of time, but we got it figured out and we got a pretty cool drink. So
you can't just call someone.
Yeah.
You can't just call someone.
Yeah, it's not like you can Google search, where do I find taurine? It's not that easy. Yeah. So it took a lot of phone calls, a lot of time spent on the phone, and a lot of sitting on hold trying to get a hold of someone that could actually talk to you. Because it's hard to even get someone to talk to you on the phone nowadays. So
I think me and Trey probably wore out Ryan's patient. He's a very patient man. Just ask him, hey, where are our cans at? Give me something to sell. Let's get it out there. And I think a lot of times he ignored me and just said, they'll get here when they get here, as he was working behind the scenes, tirelessly.
Lori Bauer wants to know when she'll be able to get some in Peyton, Iowa.
Things just gonna have to. Hopefully, the word spreads fast, and we can get them up into some distributors up there.
And what's gonna like we said earlier, if we get out there on the Facebook page, Instagram, that helps us, get our name out there and get into the distributors around your local cities and towns and communities. And then you'll see them in every store you walk in, just like you'll see a Monster or a Red Bull or something like that.
It takes time.
It is going to take a little time to get out there. But as much as you all can help, we greatly appreciate that because we are just everyday people, just like you, that has a dream.
Yeah.
We are activating the Outlaw Nation right now to put the word out and on their Facebook pages, social media, TikTok, and Twitter.
We will have an online store open here directly, but it's hard for us sometimes to compete with some of our competitors online, like Monster. It's difficult to compete with some of them. Their shipping kills us. That's part of the reason why we don't already have it going right now. I'm trying to negotiate some shipping rates. To be honest with you, shipping kills us just because we just don't have the volume that someone like Monster has, and. But we will be able to still sell online. If you want to support us on there, that would be wonderful. Man, that'd be great. But like I said, I don't know. We're having a hard time competing with some of our competitors on there. But I think as we grow, we'll be more and more competitive, and we'll get her. But the key is getting in distribution and getting it to your hometown store. So if you want to go buy a donut or whatever, or wherever in the morning before you start your day. Hopefully you'll be able to grab a cold chain along with it. That's our goal.
Go ahead,
guys.
Well, I was just going to say, every customer out there interested, we want to get a can out to you. Like I said, me and Trey were out pushing the cases to some small town companies today, and actually we even broke down, even sold a single can to a guy because he wanted to try it. So every sale, every customer, every supporter matters to us. If you're out of state, just be patient with us. We will get you a cold train in your hands.
And another good way to get some cold trains is come to an outlaw event. We'll be there. So you come to an outlaw event, support the Outlaws, and support cold train at the same time. And we'll be there. And you can buy it by the case there, or you can buy it by you can buy it. If you want to try it individually, we'll sell it individually or by the case. If you like it one at a time, and you want to come back later and buy a case to take home with you, that'd be great. That's my old 1566 right there. But
he's talking about the tractor, not his wife.
I was going to say, Ryan, there's a tractor in that video. What are you talking about? Oh, I see.
Yeah,
91 model.
That's actually my wife. Yeah.
You guys still there? The audio faded just a little bit there.
Yeah, I'm just rolling through the Facebook page right now, guys, just showing some of the pictures and videos and stuff.
Distribution, you guys have only been distributing for a week, right?
We're just now getting in the distributor. Yeah. I mean, this is fresh. This is as fresh as it gets.
I think we got our first shipment in last Tuesday, I think is what it was.
Yep.
And like Ryan said, he's going to be getting to several distributors that have signed contracts, and he's going to be delivering pallets tomorrow. So, I mean, this is as fresh as it gets.
Yeah, this is the product of hard work. You guys are working your tails off. I know every time I've talked to Ryan the last couple of weeks, he's driving a truck, and
I was saying that gal we're working with a co-packer who actually cans it for us. They're based at Farmington, Missouri, which is hour south of St. Louis, something like that, just along the Illinois and Missouri line there. And they're the ones actually canning it for us. But I went there today to get a whole truckload of cold trains, and the gal asked me if she wanted to put a little, those little zip tie deals around at the back of the trailer to secure the trailer so no one tampers with it. And I was like, no, these are. I'm the owner, so she's just like, yeah, it's not every day that we get the owner driving a semi here to get his whole load of drinks. So that was they were laughing about that. They got a good kick out of that. So,
I think I think a lot of people appreciate that, Ryan, that you're out there, working along, with your guys out there and getting it done. You're not dependent on somebody else to do it. You're starting at the bottom here in this industry. And I think a lot of people appreciate that. And I think that's going to go a long way with people as well, that you guys are all the managers and the owners and the CEOs, and yet you're out there getting your hands dirty and getting this stuff done to get this business off the ground. It's
he hasn't given me that CEO title yet, but we're working on it.
COO, okay, COO, not CEO.
We're planning on going to a lot of the communities, like if you guys having a poll in Nebraska or Iowa or wherever we're planning on going up there the week or 2 weeks ahead of time before that poll and trying to get into some stores before that, in preparation for the poll. That's our goal. Now, depending on how much luck we have with that, I don't know, but that's our goal.
So if you see our trailer there in Iowa or Nebraska, or
chase us down.
Yeah, chase us down. We'll get you one in your hands, and just spread the word for us.
Okay, the season starts next weekend, guys, down in Monette, Missouri. Will we see you down in Monette?
Be there. These two will be. I got a hometown poll here, just in Tipton. I'll probably be at that poll, but it's my hometown poll, and I think we're kind of one of the major, if not, we're probably the biggest sponsor. We are the biggest sponsor of the hometown poll here. So I got to show face there at my hometown because I can't hardly get away from not doing that. But I'll send my comrades, my partners in crime down to the CEO. And I'm sure they can do. I'm sure they'll take care of you down there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. A lot of times we do events like let's say if we have a weekend event, Friday, Saturday, we'll do a Thursday night show where we just have it like a tractor and truck show just to get people to notice them on the street. We did it in Dubuque, Iowa, right downtown in the center of town with Jason. and his brother-in-law at a brewery there. But we'll display the tractors and trucks, on a Thursday night or a Thursday afternoon, maybe with some live music, and just it's kind of like a car show type of atmosphere. And we might, be able to get you guys involved in some of those as well this year. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Okay. The audio kind of fades in and out. I'm not sure. Just wanted to make sure. Anybody have any questions for the guys here from Coltrane Energy, brand new Outlaw sponsor for 2023? Going to be very heavy summer. Their presence will definitely be known at every event this summer. Any questions you have for these guys, this is the time to ask. And I know several people have asked, where can I get it? I think we've answered that the best we can.
Well, Ron, like we said earlier, really, guys, go to your local stores and say, hey, we want Coltrane Energy drink. And how do I find it? ColtraneEnergy.com. And that's the small snowball. We need everybody to do that. So, and I know a lot of people are watching the show tonight, so that's important to do that. And anybody, we talk about growing, pulling all the time. These guys are going to be a huge sponsor for the sport. And if we help them obviously move a lot of Coltranes, they're obviously going to put some money back into some purses and some sweeps and different things like that. So these guys are willing to give back to those who help them get started. So, let's do it. Let's do it. Everybody rally. Everybody's always whining about they want to get paid more money, right? Pay me more money. Well, let's help us get some sponsors. So let's do it. Let's do it, Ron.
I'm all in. I'm all in. And also that money that you're.
You nailed the head there, Jay. If we can get Coltrane going, and we're all for it. We'll try to grow with Outlaw, grow the series, sponsor it in more ways with sweeps and other ways, and just I'm all for it. I love the idea. I think it's a great idea. If we can get her going, I would much rather sponsor this than some random competition that some of those people sponsor. Some guys jumping off a cliff or something like that. I would much rather sponsor the people, the pulling series and stuff like that.
And just go on Facebook and just look us up, Coltrane, and share it. I mean, just doing that will just get that spread out, because who knows how many different people are in this right now. If you just went on there and just shared that Facebook, that alone would do a lot.
Hey, as a casual adult beverage partaker, what does this mix well with? Like a whiskey or a vodka, or just as a casual fan? Have you guys experimented with that yet? So.
Where it's at.
At the beginning of the night, it's Crown Apple. At the end of the night, it really doesn't matter.
I want to hang with Devin, so we're gonna have fun. So.
Now,
a lot of people said they've been replacing it with the Red Bull vodkas. They've been doing Coltrane vodkas, and they said they're fine. But I've heard a lot about the Crown Apple.
What did they call our drink at the local bar?
They were mixing Coltrane, I believe, with grenadine and Crown, and they called it Little Diesel Shots.
Ooh, grenadine. That's going to be good. Nice. I've been sober for 9 days, but for Coltrane, I might be willing to. Ron, you know what I'm saying? For a sponsor, Ron, I might be able to get. Is it my on the wagon or off the wagon right now, guys? I had a little instance with Ron, got me hammered down in Kentucky a couple weeks ago.
I had nothing to do with it.
You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
Love it. Coltrane is an energy drink that you can add alcohol to. That's all I was up to. That's what I was trying to figure out. So, good stuff. We're up to 186 followers on Facebook since we started the show, guys. So I think we've picked up 16 followers tonight so far. So that's not enough. I thought we'd have more than that, but we'll get some people pushing it around a little bit. So
growing on those platforms. So those platforms are pretty bare. We're just now starting to post stuff and whatnot. So that's all up and coming too. So.
Yeah, I'm counting on all the social medias out there. Bradley Sturgeon's watching the show from Kentucky. I haven't seen Adam Wilson on it yet. I need you guys to copy that link and post it and share it. Because, again, they support polling and talk about instant, like, wow, these guys can see that their sponsorship of polling is working. Like if Tammy is able to get the Scribner, Nebraska mini mart to get on, Now they have a spot in that part of the state. Now they can start to go around and fill it. That's how distribution works. So get after it, you guys. So I'm gonna bring that trailer to Wisconsin and I'm gonna go out selling. So
I like Jason.
and if you think I'm scared, I'm not. Anybody that supports pulling, I want to support them. So it's all good.
Do you pull, Jason, then? You have that Remedy tractor. Do you pull it? Or do
Yeah. I blew it up in Wisner, Nebraska last August. And so I'm not pulling this summer because I'm going to build a diesel super stock. So with 4 turbos. That's why I dropped a hint that the 5th can could be the Remedy flavor. We're going to have to talk about this a little bit. So don't you think so?
I'd like to build one too. That's my goal. But
That way we can show up, pull, and sell energy drinks.
It goes hand in hand, Ron. It goes hand in hand.
I agree.
No,
So
guys, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. So I am super pumped.
Yeah, I'm
Can
actually.
we put some cut tires, Ryan, on your 1586 and a roll cage and let her eat? Or what are we going to do here, buddy?
yeah, I mean, sure, why not? Yeah, sure.
Doug Meisinger says it has to have an ether taste for a super stock.
So the possibilities are limitless with different names. We've thought of all kinds of clever names to name future flavors. I don't know. We're thinking about. I would like to name one like starting fluid or ether or.
Work your way into the gas.
Yeah, there's all kinds of different deals we could name it. Fuel oil or it could never. There's so many different avenues to take it. Once
Nitro. Yeah.
Nitro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. make the gasoline the 87 and 91, 93, make it all priced that way too. 93's high.
We're up to 192 followers now. All right, guys, let's get this thing going. Legit. Get your asses over and like Coal Train Energy on the Facebook. So
get after him, Jason.
Yep.
Hey, let's give some stuff away. Who wants a free hat? Get your comment in here. Show me proof that you went and liked the page. Put it in the Tesla flavor.
Yeah, right.
Funny.
Can we block him? For saying that?
No, that's Bradley Sturgeon. He's a good kid.
I'm kidding.
I know you are. Dallas Todd just shared it in Western Nebraska. That a boy, Dallas.
Good job.
Some Abby Loganville. She must be related to that Ryan guy. She says, all aboard the coal train. She's watching on YouTube right now.
Heck yeah.
Choo-choo. Chuck Hobbs says, I'll take a hat. Come on, Chuck. You got to do more than I'll just take a hat.
Come on.
Do something for me, buddy. Work it.
Show us some proof, Chuck. Show us some proof that you liked and shared.
Whose Dodge Viper's that? Is that yours, Ryan?
Yeah, it is. That's a funny story with that deal. Yeah.
Oh, we got time. We got nothing but time.
I was with another gal. This was back in 2000. You were with me, Devin, to get that Viper. It was 2009 or 8 or 9. And I was with another gal, and I was actually engaged to her. And we decided to split up. Best thing that ever happened to me, probably, other than my kids. My kids are the best thing. And then splitting up with her was right up there with it. But anyways, I was single at the time. I was trying to get with my wife. Now my wife several times. She kept turning me down. So I ended up. I was single, and had a little money burned in my pocket. So just single. Still didn't have no bills at that time. So there was a Viper that was for sale. I always wanted one, so I just went and bought it. And it wasn't 5 or 6 months later I got married again. So. I got married to my wife. I wasn't married before, but I got back in a relationship and got married. So I still got the car, but now we got 4 kids, so we don't drive her very often. But
So
she gets out here and there.
Chuck Hobbs just sent me this, so we got to send him something, guys. Chuck, do you have something we can send Chuck out there in Illinois?
Can he shoot us a message on Facebook or something with an address? We'll get him a case of Coltrane and a hat and some stickers to go with it. We got a bunch of stickers.
Yeah, if you guys, seriously, you guys
Awesome.
message Coltrane. Tell them where you're from, what you can do for them. They'll send you some product. You know, go get after it. These guys are the real deal. Quit being a bunch of pussies. Start getting on the old Facebook and send some messages in there. No, everybody all the time is like, oh, I want to grow pulling. I want to do it. Go to Facebook, Coltrane Energy. We're up to 194 followers now. I feel like I'm on QVC. If you order in the next 9 minutes, you can get yourself a free sticker. Up to 196 followers now. Come on, guys. Seriously. Send them a message. Tell them who you are, where you're from, and then maybe, I'm not sure what they'll send you, but y'all can do something. Stickers, hats, whatever. A can of Coltrane. Let's do it. Let's legit do it. So that would be good stuff.
It will get to us if they send us a message on Facebook.
Yep.
We'll take care of them.
That'll be the quickest way. And everybody, make sure you share this on your personal timelines. Share it into the pulling groups that you're involved in. Hey, there's a new energy drink that's coming out that's going to support the sport of truck and tractor pulling. It's going to give back to the sport of truck and tractor pulling. Okay? Let's do it. Let's seriously do it. I want to get to 200 followers tonight, or I'm not going to.
Yeah,
I'm not
getting
letting you
close,
guys go.
Also on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. If you guys see us on there, also follow us, and just spread us on there, not just Facebook.
Bradley Sturgeon from Kentucky just liked the page. Bradley, send them a message. Send them a message on Coltrane. Tell them where, because Bradley, you're down there. Get it all out there. Jamie Yonke says Jamie's in Omaha, right? Or is she in Lincoln, Nebraska?
Yeah, she's up there near Wayne. Area.
But doesn't she go to University of Nebraska?
That I'm not sure. Jamie, where you go to school at?
Isn't Jamie on a bowling scholarship?
She is. She's a big time bowler. She's a big deal.
The fastest place you're probably going to get that is when we come up and see you at the Outlawed truck and tractor pool there. So
yeah, Jamie's in Lincoln.
Yeah, so like we said earlier, we're going to get into those distributors. If she can just hit those stores and just ask for it. That way, when our distributor hits it, they're taking it, getting on the shelf, and then they can buy it at any local store there.
Yeah,
I'm going to put it in the comments, the Facebook link. And I'm going to put TikTok in there. What else are you on, Devin, did you say?
Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. I'm sure if you just want to add us individually, Devin Pryor, Trey Dixon, Ryan Loganville, we'll add you. You can follow us on there, and that would be awesome.
I'm going to go share it with the Beer Money Pulling team right now. So see if we can get some likes going. You guys have favorite pulling classes? Like Trey, you seem to know the most about pulling out of the guys on the panel there. I don't know if I don't want to offend anybody, but who do you follow, Trey? Or do you have any pulling heroes, or what's your favorite class or anything like that?
Oh, it's gonna sound bad because we're Coltrane, but I don't know if I could stray away from a 2-wheel drive pickup.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That is one of those beautiful things you can watch. Actually, one of my longest, ever since I was a little kid, I was seeing, I'm sure you guys know Rat Rod, Brown Ford.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, that was my dream. That was
Rat Trap.
Yeah, Rat Trap.
4-wheel drive. Yeah.
That was my favorite truck growing up forever was that truck. And then he got, he started going away and left me, and I cried several nights, but I got over it.
Well, the Rat Trap, they pull with us. They pull for points with the Outlaws. Yeah. The Selmans. Yeah.
And Loretta has the best hair in truck and tractor pulling by far, guys. So Mrs. Rat Trap. So
getting a lot of comments here. We up over 200 yet, Jason? Surely we're up over 200.
Well, I'm sharing it to Beer Money Pulling team right now. Let me do my job. You need to relax.
All right, buddy. All
Just
right.
because you're the host and I'm the co-host doesn't mean you can boss me around every night.
You got get it done. Get it done.
Get it done.
Well, guys, how old are you guys, by the way?
I'm 34. In a couple weeks, I'll be 35.
I'm a baby. I'm only 23.
Oh, wow.
I'm 35.
Yeah, like I said, me and Ryan grew up together, graduated together, best friends through high school. And then Trey is just
I just stumbled through the woods and found him.
Yeah, we young puppy.
He almost got fired the first day of work. I almost fired him on the first day of work. So, but he stuck around. Now he's, one of my top guys. He would stay with me and been loyal. And so, yeah, I really think a lot of these guys. So I'm excited to go through this journey with them and try to build this brand. But yeah, we're definitely not that old, but we're not. I feel a little older some days than I am, but
we're getting there.
None of us are that old, guys. None of us are that old. It's
Still
just
young
a
at
number.
heart.
Just a number.
Trey, there's a two-wheel drive diesel truck out east that I can introduce you to. So that way you can have your two-wheel drive truck and your diesel at the same time, buddy.
I would pay money to see that. I didn't know there was such a thing out there.
Well, that Wagler shop truck is pretty impressive.
I'm actually sponsoring the Wagler drag strip.
Really?
Yeah, I'm one of his sponsors. Well, I don't know if I'm the main one or not, but I'm one of the sponsors with Jeremy there, and
Jeremy's a good dude.
Yeah, we're sponsoring his track and whatnot. So I've never actually met him in person. Talked to him on the phone a handful of times, but never actually met him in person.
He's a great guy. Great guy.
He is innovative in the diesel world, especially when it comes to Duramaxes. It's crazy some of the stuff that they come up with out of that shop there in Indiana. Moose's tractor pulling videos says, what makes Coltrane Energy different from other brands? Better flavor, more energy.
I'd definitely say it's a very good flavor. Everybody's flavor is different. I can't say he's going to like that more than something else because I'm not his mouth. I don't know what, in all seriousness, everybody tastes different, but it's really, people are probably going to think I'm lying, but I have not heard anybody say it's bad. I'm not going to say they said it was their favorite, but no one has said it was bad. Like he said, I told several people when we were giving them out, if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. And no one came back.
We actually had a guy walk by with a monster, half-drink monster, and we wouldn't allow it. So I said, I'll trade you. You got a half-drink monster for a brand new Coltrane. And he said, good, this monster doesn't taste right, and he enjoyed ours. So just to give you an idea, some examples.
How far out west, Greg? How far out west are you? I mean, we're not out west yet, but
he's out in western Nebraska. Bridgeport, Nebraska is where he's at. Greg runs the Heartland division of Outlaws out in western Nebraska. So he has a show on tomorrow night.
Yeah, we do live with Lassetto tomorrow night, so he's our Heartland division.
Yeah, ask what's your all's favorite? What's your favorite class?
Oh, mine's diesel super stock because that's what I'm building for. But that's what I grew up as a kid watching. I've had a hot farm. My first tractor was a hot farm 1206. It's in Canada now. My first Remedy. My second Remedy's behind me on the wall. That's the one I blew up in Wisner, Nebraska last year. And then that's kind of what gave me the courage. I don't know why. I don't know if it's courage or silliness to go with the diesel super stock. But I feel like I'm having one of the best guys in the business build it for me. So I feel good about that. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of a door slammer guy. I like modified four-wheel drive pickups, and I like diesel supers. I like the fact that they are like right there on the ragged edge. And the way I describe the diesel super class is those guys line up, pull the chain tight. They're basically pulling the pin on a grenade. It may or may not blow, but they know it's always a possibility. They're pushing them that hard.
Hey, we're at 204 followers. We picked up 25 followers so far tonight. So
this broadcast, it gets rebroadcasted on YouTube. People can watch it at any time on YouTube. We actually probably get more watchers on YouTube than we do anywhere, right, Jason?
Well, we're live on YouTube and Facebook right now, and then it'll be up on Spotify and iTunes tomorrow by noon, and then people can go search for it there as well. Look for Outlawed with Ron Stone. So, Devin, what's the funniest story about starting this company? And I don't care. Just get after it. You guys are cool. Our followers are cool. So give me something like, holy shit, I can't believe that happened. Or how did we get through that or something?
put me on the spot there. Can it be any company, or does it have to be this company? Is that-
Well,
This
I
one's
mean,
a-
we're promoting
this one's a
Coltrane.
little early.
We're promoting Coltrane. But
I've got plenty of stories. I'm sure Trey does too. Man, I honestly, I mean,
There's so many. So that if like the underground business, there is nothing like it to have your boss standing next to you, Ryan, and watch a 6-inch or bigger water main in a town when you're trying to put fiber in and hit that and see the disappointment in your boss's face.
yeah.
One time, I don't know if you was on that job, Trey. One time we ripped out a 12-inch main with a plow, pulled it out of the ground, and we drained a 450,000-gallon water tower in about, it wasn't very long. It was about 20, 30 minutes, drained that water tower. And that was quite the ordeal. Them guys at the water company, they showed up to fix it, and they brought a backhoe. And I told them, boys, you don't need to unload that thing. It had made such a hole. Like, it was the biggest. It had so much pressure out of this, because we wasn't but 100 yards from this water tower. Thankfully, it wasn't our fault, because if anyone knows anything about the underground business, if you call and locate, they've only got, they got an error of 2 feet on each side of their mark, but they were way off. They were like 40 feet off the mark. So thankfully, I didn't have to pay for that one. That would have been bad. But it took the whole road away, ripped out the whole road, everything. It was bad. It was bad, So, but we've hit our fair share of stuff. Like I said, Coltrane's still young, so we haven't had that many crazy stories yet. I'm sure we'll have more.
Tell these people about Devin driving with his heater valve turned on.
When we first started trucking, Devin, we were still young. I don't know, like 21. Devin never really trucked before. I'd already been trucking for a couple of years. Then Devin, we was trucking. Devin gets to his truck. It was during summer when he first started trucking. It was hot. He had his hot water turned off to his heater core, and so it got cold one night, and he was sleeping at a feed mill waiting to unload. He had a bean mill on, sleeping at a feed mill waiting to unload. I showed up. He was sleeping there. I showed up there in the morning. I got there about 6 or 7 o'clock. Went up there and knocked on his door. Devin's just huddled up in a blanket, just freezing. It was cold that night. It was down below freezing that night. He's just in there cuddling up a blanket. I said, "What's wrong? What are you doing?" He said, "Oh, my heat don't work in this truck. I'm freezing." So I opened up his hood, went over there and turned one valve to turn on his heater core. He just started coming up. He's like, "You little." He's like, he was so upset and mad at the same time that he couldn't hardly believe that all he had to do was turn one valve to get his heater going. He couldn't. He's like, "I could have been heat warm this whole time, been driving around like this for a week, and didn't know any better." But it was we got a good laugh.
Now the key to that story, in my defense, since these guys are going to embarrass me like this, the key to that story is what he said at the very beginning. I was there before him, out working harder than him.
No, that was unusual to have him ever beat me anywhere.
Well, if we're telling funny stories and about Ryan, since he threw me under the bus. Last week we showed up to the Canners. And Ryan thinks he's the ultimate truck driver. He said it several times.
I am the ultimate truck driver.
See? So we showed up to our canning facility, and me and Trey get out, and Ryan drives a semi down there. Me and Trey were in a different vehicle. So we park there and walk around to the unloading docks, and Ryan's in a semi there full of the empty cans and the tops. And we're going to guide him in there to that dock. Well, about 14 or 15 tries later,
okay,
we're still about this far off.
There was a dumpster in my way. I couldn't get squared up because there was a dumpster. There was a dumpster and it was tight. Okay,
I never did see a dumpster, guys.
But I was embarrassed about that. That was not my finest moment. I will say that.
There ain't no stories about me.
Not yet.
Robin.
Oh no, they're out there.
Robin, is it Robin Vogt? Do you guys recognize Robin's name? She's watching on Facebook.
Yes. We recognize her.
Okay. She's tasted this and it's great. So, is she a paid spokesperson, guys? Kind of, sort of.
She's a plant.
Not really paid, but I guess you could say she's a spokesperson. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. So how do you? I mean, so you have this idea, Ryan. Hey, I want to have an energy drink. Do you go to like a scientist, or do you go to a beverage company? How does? Can you? I mean, or you don't want to give the secrets away. You're afraid we're going to come out and compete against you. I'm kind of curious about all this.
There's companies that will work with you to develop a flavor. There's a few of them out there actually, and that's who we went with, and they helped us develop a flavor. It was several years of trial and error. Like when I say, I mean, I don't know. It's been probably 3 years of this. Now, granted, it could have been done a little faster if I would have pushed it a little harder. But you know, when you're doing other jobs and you're busy doing other things, it's kind of hard to invest a lot of money and time into a business that, you know, it's a long shot. And you know, I'm really pleased with the support, especially the local support we've already been receiving. But it still is somewhat of a long shot. You know, we got some big, heavy-hitting competitors like Monster and Red Bull that we're trying to compete with. And
never heard of them. Never heard of them, right?
Yeah, never heard of them. But anyway, we worked with this company and we developed the flavor. And then they give you a few contacts, but they kind of just send you on your own. And that was fine. I kind of wanted to do it myself anyways. I didn't want someone else trying to tell me what to do. So I went out my own. We located a co-packer here in Missouri because I wanted to keep everything in the Midwest. You know, I didn't want to have to go to the East Coast or West Coast to do this at all. So we want to keep everything in the East Coast, in the Midwest, as best as possible. So, I mean, I would love someday, I don't know, put the cart in front of the horse, but someday to really bring it all in house and do everything. But we're a ways from there right now. But right now we're working with a co-packer and they're doing pretty good here local in Missouri. So that's who we're working with now. So, but yeah, it's a long time. It's a long time coming. There was a lot of trial and error, but we're like I said before, we're pretty happy with what we got.
Yeah, to put it in perspective as far as long time, I think that when me and Ryan were trucking together, you know, we would get bored and just talk all day on the phone. And this is probably 12, 13 years ago. I've been at the gun shop for about 10 years whenever he started that. And I remember driving one day and he calls me and we're talking. He goes, one day I want to start my own energy drink. I thought, man, you're crazy. But here we are right now. We've got our first load.
We're swinging for the fences.
That's right.
You know, we're going for a full pull. That's what we're going for.
You're on the crazy train with them, Devin. So
that's you know what? I've always been on the crazy train ever since my parents dropped me off at school the first day, man.
Yeah, we was in kindergarten class together, and believe it or not, he was the same size as me in kindergarten.
Ooh.
Quite handsome.
Yeah.
You know, that was a question I had. I was going to ask earlier. Here is, I'm sure you've had your share of people look at you funny when you said I'm going to start an energy drink, and you probably had people tell you were crazy for doing that. I mean, you don't hear of this too often coming out of the Midwest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah, I agree. People, I think even my own parents and my own family and everyone thought I was nuts and didn't really think it was going to work. Thought I was crazy, but I don't know. I mean, I've always been one to kind of take a little bit of a risk and see what happens, and somehow it seems like it always seems to work out. But I don't know if this is definitely the biggest, longest shot I've ever taken, and as far as that goes, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I feel like we've aligned with a great company with Outlawed Pulling, and I couldn't be happier with how everything is turning out. Just our local town, we're getting a ton of support from local people. They're just buying out our local grocery stores. They just go in there and we'll ship them. We'll give them 100 and some drinks, 140 drinks, and they'll buy them out in like 2 days. They're just really giving us a lot of support here locally. I hope we can carry that support through the whole Midwest. Because like I said, I feel like people can relate to this drink. And I feel like they want to support something that they can relate to. You know, like it seems like every day we're bombarded with all this woke crap and no one wants to be, I can't stand it. I would say that most of our listeners listening and can't stand it either. And, if someone's out there supporting something that we support, such as pulling or just, just the normal everyday life of an American, person, an individual, they want to support that. And I know I would. And I feel like most other people would as well. So, like I said, we don't have no famous celebrities backing us. We don't have, Logan Paul, them guys making that one prime drink or whatever. We don't have no people like that out there trying to back us. We're just normal dudes, we're just normal guys. We're just like you. We're just winging this thing. And like I said, the drink is really good. I think if you tried it, you would like it. Very few people have told me they didn't. No one's told me they didn't like it. So
the Outlaw Nation is going to do its part, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
You ever watch Transformers where not Megatron, but Optimus is calling all Autobots, and he has a message. We're calling all the Outlaw pullers. We're calling on the Outlaw Nation to do our part.
I got a 6-year-old boy and a 4-year-old boy, and they we got the Optimus Prime on repeat. So I know all about Optimus Prime. And yeah.
We actually have a puller that has a truck called Megatron.
Oh, really?
In our diesel pickup class. You guys have probably heard of him if you've followed any pulling or anything on Facebook, I'm sure. So, guys, I mean, we'll go ahead and start wrapping things up here. I mean, you guys have anything you want to say in closing? Your goals, anybody you want to thank, etc. Let's.
I hope Outlaws supports us. I hope all the Outlaw, everybody that comes, I hope they all support us so we can grow with Outlaw and hopefully get big enough that we can just really, really, make Outlaw bigger than it already is. Be the face of it.
We're looking forward to working with you guys. I know I've thrown some ideas at Ryan's way, and I think it's going to be a great summer for the Outlaws and Coltrane. I think it's going to be a great partnership, guys.
Yeah, we're really looking forward. We're looking forward to it. We're thinking we're going to try to do maybe sponsor a few sweeps classes, and I guess in closing, I guess I'd like to thank these guys for sticking with me, and not laughing me off the stage and leaving me. So, and I'd probably also like to thank my wife. I think she's listening. So she's a
smart man.
I got four little kids. I got a 6-year-old boy, a 4-year-old boy, a 3-year-old girl, and a 3-month-old girl. So we're gonna be carting them kids around with us, I guess. So it's truly a family thing. And I think pulling is too. It's a family event.
Absolutely.
It's sons and daughters pulling with their parents, and that's what we're all about. All my kids are going to be coming, and my wife's a wonderful woman. She's a great mother, and she didn't kill me. She thought I was crazy when I first told her this, but she supported me through the whole thing. And you almost have to have that to go an undertaking like this. And then I got some good guys along with us. I feel like we with the support of y'all, we can make this thing work and just provide a good drink, something that you can go to the store and buy and just, be proud of.
Hey, Devin.
Awesome.
So do you want to talk to merchandising managers? So if I'm watching a show, we have a lot of people that are going to go to work tomorrow and talk to somebody. If they go to their local gas station or their grocery store, or their liquor store, do they ask for a merchandising manager, like the beverage section? What would you be my sales guy right now and tell the Outlaw Nation what they should be doing tomorrow for y'all?
You can throw our ways and a Facebook message or an email or anything, or even a phone call. Give me a call. Any kind of contact you can give me as far as a sales manager, an owner, a distribution, if you got it in with any distributions in those states. If you can give me a contact name, number, email, just kind of get my foot in the door. If you guys want to shout out and say, hey, I've seen this on this podcast tonight and I really want to try it, put in a good word for those friends and those contacts in there and just send them my way. Anybody in upper management, anything like that always helps. Gotcha.
So seriously, guys, we're counting on all of you to get after that. It's simple as that. Get a name, get a number, get an email address, and get it to Devin. That's all you got to do. And I guarantee he'll hook you up with something. So,
ColeTrainEnergy.com, Coltrane Energy on Facebook. And Jason showed some contact information from your website earlier.
Yeah, it's right on the bottom. I'm on the website right now underneath the guys scrolling through, and right here is the
direct information, Devin's direct email and company phone, and everything's right on the website. You can contact us directly, and we're not going to put you on hold. So you can call us. We don't hesitate. If you got any connections, we would welcome any help. Especially some bigger accounts. And we'll take, like Devin was saying earlier, we'll take any sale, even just individual one that's buy one can. We'll take it. But it would be wonderful if we'd get in some bigger accounts, like what you were saying earlier, Jason, about Quick Trip and Casey's would be I know Casey's in big in Iowa, and I know they're just as big in Missouri. They're huge in Missouri. A lot of small towns, that's the only gas station that they have is a Casey's. Yep. If we was able to get in Casey's, that would really mean the world to us.
A lot of our pullers frequent truck stops too. You got your Sap Brothers and your Love truck stops and TAs. So I think those are options too. You definitely have your share of energy drinks in those truck stops.
Hey, Devin, can you take your phone out right now, please? And send me a text message, because I'm going to send you 2 contacts that are going to be very, very good for you. So my cell phone number is 608-604-5068. 608-604-5068. Just text me and say, hey, this is Devin, and I'm going to send you some good people to call tomorrow, okay? So.
That sounds great. And as far as what I want to close with, I want to thank, obviously the company of Coltrane, the Outlaw series, and Ryan and Trey for hanging out with me today. And I just want to remind everybody, we are for, the working class, the hard workers, the guys that are, mopping the floor, digging ditches, selling guns, and the police. Everybody in law enforcement or anybody who's doing a community service, anything like that. And I want to remind everybody that we are just normal people. I mean, I've got a wife and kids at home and myself. I live in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in a small town. And tomorrow we're going to wake up. We're going to leave our wives and our families at home, and we're going to go to just a normal job. Ryan's going to be in the semi. We're going to be in trucks. We're going to be hauling dirt, hauling fertilizer, selling guns. So we are just as normal as the everyday people, and we promise we will stay that way.
Yeah, I like
Ryan. Is that your Peterbilt in the ad?
Say that again.
Is that your Peterbilt in the ad?
Yeah, I've got a Pete that it's actually getting redone right now. We're trying to turn it into like a show truck right now. I've got a Peterbilt and a T800 that I'm both getting redone. We're going to turn them into Coltrane trucks and hopefully drive them around to a few shows. It's actually a Peterbilt in Springfield, Missouri right now, getting redone.
Awesome.
Getting a kind of a restoration done. But yeah, I got cat and both of them have 6 NZ cats, and I'm pretty proud of those 2 trucks. They're kind of my babies.
Well, those would look good at that truck show down in Lufkin in October.
Texas. Yep.
Cool.
Heck yeah.
Hook up with it.
I do want to build. I want to build a semi-pulling truck one of these days, but like I said, we got to get the Coltrane off the ground first. Well,
guys, I love it. I love it.
I do too.
Right now, knowing what I know about you guys, I'd rather buy your product over buying, something that's on the shelf, at the local Quick Trip. Honestly, just I love it. I love the starting from the very bottom and working your way up. It's the American story. I mean, it's perfect.
It's clearly evident that I drink energy drinks, so it's going to be easy for me to be holding them up and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna rock the shit out of this stuff for you guys. It's all good. Let's do it." So I'm pumped. I am pumped. Thank you for your support of Truck and Tractor Pulling, guys.
Absolutely.
So,
guys, thank you. Thank you for sponsoring the Outlaws. Thanks for coming on tonight, and we'll talk soon.
Devin, did you send that text yet?
I think I did. I might have got your number. You're just a little quick on that.
Yeah, I talk fast. 608 604 5068. I forgot you're from Missouri. I'm supposed to slow down. So
I'm not
Oh
smart.
boy.
604.
608 604 5068.
Get Kurt too, I'm sure.
Yep, perfect. But I got 2 really good leads for you to call tomorrow. So cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Thanks,
you so much
Devin.
for coming on.
Thanks, Devin.
Thank you.
We'll
Thanks,
see you in
Trey.
a couple
Thanks,
weeks.
Ryan. Ron, this is going to be fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to
Seriously.
work out well. I knew it.
When he said none of this woke crap, that was like, these are my people. These are my people. And that's who pullers are. They know their target audience, and they're not going to be dicking around pretending, like that whole Budweiser thing that happened a month ago. These are our people. You guys, they're going to support polling. If polling gives to them, they're going to give back. I mean, it's awesome. And they can true tangible benefits. I mean, if all of a sudden their sales blow up, Ron, it's going to be great.
These guys are, let's draw the differences here. These guys are in touch with America. I mean, they're in touch. You get a company like, say the whole Budweiser thing that happened. They became so big, and you have some new marketing person right out of college come out and offend, they offend the people that made them what they are. You know what I mean? And you're not going to do that with these guys. These guys, they're our people, like you said.
They are.
I mean,
well, and then they're not, they're not scripted. They speak from the heart. When Devin was talking about, the about section, I mean, you could almost hear it like genuine, like gave me goosebumps a little bit, kind of like a pro stock going womp, 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 womp. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of good feeling of the good people, who they are, and the fact that they're teaming up with the Outlaws, one of the major polling associations in the country. And we know Van Beek's awesome owner for all this and pushing it. And, we got huge social media following. Just in our show tonight, they picked up 30 followers. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but that's almost 25% of their audience we picked up in just 1 hour on the show. And the amount of replays the shows get and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun.
It'll pick up and keep rolling this week for sure.
For sure.
And
let's talk a little truck and tractor pulling. Monette, Missouri, guys, coming up June 2, June 3.
That's a week from Friday, a week from Saturday. Yeah.
Yep.
Monette, Missouri. First pull of the season, the big kickoff, the Outlaw season, guys. There's so much going on this year. Like we were talking, I've been talking to Ryan about doing 1, 2, maybe 3 sweeps in a few different classes this summer in the second half of the season. Kind of goes along, we have an Ironman schedule. We've got a lot of hooks, and they're going to pick up towards the second half of the season and give us that energy boost we need to get some of these teams across the finish line with Coal Train Energy. So, but a lot of sweeps going on. And we haven't talked about the whole organic sweep in a while. Jason, I'd like to talk about that a little bit.
You're the host. Ron, you're the host. You can do whatever you want, buddy.
Whatever I want?
Well, it depends. It depends. So,
all right. I want to talk about the Organics Midsummer Sweep. That's another great sponsor that we picked up for 2023. Organics Midwest, another company that is absolutely invested in pulling and loves the sport.
There it is.
Doing a midsummer sweep starting July 14th, kicks off in Troy, Missouri. Lasts for just over 2 weeks. Ends on the 29th of July at Lamar's, Iowa, and Warrensburg, Missouri. 5 classes, 16 cities, $25,000. Pro stock 4x4, limited pro stock, 540 light pros, and the light limited pro classes. Troy, Missouri, Marthasville, David City, Montgomery City, Lee, Nebraska, Pawnee City, Platte City, Missouri, Britt, Iowa, Mercer, Missouri, Sac City, Iowa, Pierce, Nebraska, Wayne, Corden, Iowa, Humboldt, Iowa, then, of course, Lamar's and Warrensburg, Missouri. Midsummer sweep brought to you by Organics Midwest. That's an awesome sponsor we picked up this year. This is something else going on this year. Wayne County Fair. brought to you by Anderson Farms of Wayne, Nebraska. The 4-1 Limited Pro Stock Shootout, the top 5 there at Wayne, Nebraska on July 28th. And this happens during that Midwest summer sweep with Organics. This Limited Pro Stock Shootout, the top 5 come back there in Wayne, Nebraska for a $3,000 top prize. It's basically a pull-off with the top 5. Winner takes all, $3,000 on top of any prize monies that they may have won being in that top 5. Something else going on. Early in the season, in June and July, Big Smoke Shootout, brought to you by High Plains Performance, Extreme Performance, Tire Cutting, Buckman Farms, and can you make that bigger, Jason?
I cannot.
Is that possible? You cannot.
If you
Yellow
is it
Ribbon
on-
Transport, I believe, is the name of the other sponsor there. Yellow Ribbon Transport out of Iowa. These sponsors come together to create the Big Smoke Shootout. 4 hooks between 2 locations: White Wright, Texas, June 23rd and 24th, and Rock Valley, Iowa, July 7th and 8th. There'll be $5,000 up for grabs in that shootout as well. Something new. We don't even have the graphics or any artwork done for it yet. I'll be working on that. Is the Super Farm Shootout at Rock Valley on Saturday night. The top 5 from both nights in the Super Farm class. This is brought to you by Extreme Performance Tire Cutting, Kaiser Wheels. They are putting up $3,000 for the winner. Winner takes all in that shootout there in Rock Valley in the Super Farm class. So, like I said, we're working on some things with Cold Train Energy, and also working on some things with Pro Polar Tires. So there are more sweeps and shootouts, more promotional things coming up, guys. So stay tuned. It's going to be an awesome summer.
It's going to be fantastic.
I have to look. The boss man has been texting me through here.
I'm texting Devin Pryor leads right now. So, of people I want him to call tomorrow. So this is fun.
Okay. Another sponsor in that shootout in the Super Farm class in Rock Valley is South Valley Equipment.
Oh, okay.
So that's our buddy. I think that's our buddy, our famous actor buddy there.
Oh, Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Kurt Koima. So yeah, $3,000 up for grabs in that shootout. Winner takes all. Top 5 Super Farms from both nights come back for a shootout or a pull-off, if you will. I love those things. I love shootouts. I love pull-offs. I love these sweeps. I live for that kind of stuff. It's awesome.
Awesome.
So that's what we got. That's what's coming up with, and that ain't all. That ain't all, folks. There's more to come.
I want to talk about the Pullers Championship a little bit. I want to bring up the result, how our Outlaw Pullers did over the weekend. Again, it was a point system. You know, you take your Friday night hook, Saturday night hook, lowest score wins. So if you got a first on Friday and a fourth on Saturday, you had 5 total points. And if you tied with somebody, then it went down to total distances. So I believe we had pullers. We had 11 classes, and I think we had outlaw pullers in 5 of the classes, just because of how the rules work and stuff like that.
Right.
But thanks to everybody who supported the event and on the live stream and everything like that. We had a great crowd Saturday night. Thank you for being there, Ron.
You're welcome.
And you got yourself your new mule. So
yeah, got my new pit vehicle, my track support pit vehicle. The outlaw pullers that the returning champs didn't fare so well this year. Scrappy Doug Meisinger broke a turbo on Friday night, was unable to make it back Saturday. Hoffman, how did he finish? He was the first puller pretty much out of the gate on his particular track. The puller before him didn't even get rolling, and I think he was a little playing it somewhat safe, not knowing what the track was going to do.
So the track was dry. I'm not going to lie. It was supposed to rain. We had it tarped. We had it covered. If anybody saw the radar Friday night, you wonder how we got that pull in. And so then when we pulled the tarps off, it was dry. And light supers just have enormous wheel speed, as we all know. They don't weigh a ton, and they just kind of sat. It was unfortunate that Mr. Hoffman had that first hook, but that's pulling. We all know it, and Justin understood it, and he gets it. So,
yep.
Let's
Can
see.
you put
here.
that back up there? That Megan Engelmeyer there.
Yeah.
She was hanging out with some door slammers.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
I thought she's a super farm girl.
Yeah. Well, yeah. She's hanging out with door slammers. She's going to get a bad rep hanging out with door slammers. Just saying. Megan.
Oh, Ron, you're a door slammer, and people still love you. But Sydney Summer got 4th overall. She got 2nd on Friday night and 5th on Saturday night, one of our outlaw young guns. Brian Deck and Gage Ott. Brian drove Friday night, and I think Gage drove Saturday night. They got an 8th and a 6th. Finished 6th overall. And Dave Novak, he was on a hell of a pass Saturday night, but something let loose in a tranny or the rear end, and they finished 8th overall. And then Dusty Berry burnt a piston, I think, is what we had heard.
Yep.
Does that sound right?
He did.
Ron,
yeah, he showed me a picture. It was
Saturday
definitely a
night.
piston.
So 4 out of the 10 4-1s were from the Outlaws for the weekend. Let's see.
A modified 4-wheel drive. Eric Claypool took 2nd on Friday. Where did he end up Saturday? I'm not sure how he finished overall.
Claypool finished 5th overall. They got 8th on Saturday night. So
okay.
There's your modified trucks right there on the screen. We've seen Terry Hagedorn at some outlaw pulls. We've seen Charlie Hines at some outlaw pulls. Claypool's obviously. Lane Thornton got 7th both nights. So, but again, these are 10 of the best trucks in the country. They got, these are your best top NTPA, your top PPL, and your top outlaw trucks doing all that. So,
that class will actually, that 4-wheel drive class will be at Monette. There's going to be a lot of those trucks there. I know some trucks you don't see that often with the Outlaws that don't necessarily have followed the points in the past or planning on being there. Steve Boston and Gerald Ammon, the Southern Belle, are going to be debuting their new chassis, their new truck there at Monette in a couple weeks. Charlie Hines, I talked to him, and he is planning on coming to Monette. I heard, I'm not sure if it's true or not, that potentially that your winner in that class, your PPL champ, is talking about coming to Monette.
Nice.
Bosch out of West Olive, Michigan,
the
Midnight Raider. He's talking about coming as well. So that was the rumor I heard there on Saturday. So
I like it.
Liable to be a pretty big modified 4-wheel drive class when you throw in all those outlaw mod 4-wheel drives and some of the new ones and some visiting from some other organizations. Looking forward to that event. So put that on your calendar if you haven't already. That's a little over a week and a half away in Monette, Missouri.
And then like for the light modified class, that would fit ITPA rules. What other state associations those? Because you threw an extra $1,000 into that purse, didn't you, Ron?
Each night, yeah. There's an extra 1,000 added in that class for each night. Missouri State Tractor Pullers Association, their rules are pretty close, if not identical, to the outlaw light mod rules. I think ITPA is very similar, if not identical. So yeah, I think there will be some Missouri State guys there, some Missouri tractors. I know J.R. Williamson out of Kansas is planning on coming. I think Brackens, if they can get theirs done, are going to be there. I know that some of the Nebraska guys are going to have to sit it out. They have a baptism, I think. The Ott gang up there has a baptism, so we won't see the Allisons. David Anderson is coming. Let's see who else. I was hoping we're going to get Metcalf, Danny Metcalf over there. That little DT 360 is a neat little tractor. So.
Did you get a hold of did you say it already? I was reading the comments. Or did you get a hold of Dylan Freaking? Is it Freaking from Illinois?
I'm not sure. Ferking? No, I haven't talked to him. But
does he have a single? He has an Allison, right?
No, he has a Hemi.
Does he have a Hemi? Okay, I thought
single Hemi.
Who had the Allison I was thinking of? I can't remember on that. So. What are all the classes again in Monette? Do you have them off the top of your head?
Light modified tractors, modified 4-wheel drives, 20,000-pound limited pro semis, 540 light pros, and let's see, limited pro diesel pickups. Am I missing one?
I feel like, and then Pro Farm.
I think there's 6. Yep, Pro Farm. Pro Farm will be there as well.
That's the one I was thinking of. Sorry,
I knew there was 6. I knew there was 6, and I was counting. I know what it was. I had to take my shoe off to go to 6. So Start counting my toes. No, that's six classes each night there. I know they're pretty pumped about it down there at the racetrack, the Monette Raceway, and they're doing a good job advertising it on Facebook as well, out there on social media.
Then the following weekend,
we go out to Ravenna, Nebraska. Yep, there you go. And of course, these events are all televised on Outlaw Pulling TV, the all new and improved Outlaw Pulling TV.
We hope so. And I'm going to have a shoulder mount for the starting line. I know I made some of you sick in Kentucky trying to get some of those shots, but I think that's going to be a lot of fun, Ronald. So
yeah, it's going to be a great season. I'm pumped.
I am too.
I know our fans are too. Outlaw Nation is pumped, and the young guns are pumped. The veterans are pumped. Pullers and families are pumped. The fans are pumped. I mean,
Coltrane's pumped.
Coltrane is pumped. I'm pumped to try some Coltrane, man.
You and I are going to do a cameo. Hi, I'm Jason Schultz and Ron Stone, and we love our Coltrane energy drink. We're going to have some fun with that. So.
Heck yeah. So, you know what we need to do tonight? We didn't do last week. We got to read the schedule. We got to read the schedule. I'm going to go grab my schedule real quick.
There's your Ravenna tractor pull poster for everybody. June 9th and 10th, Ravenna, Nebraska. Arlington, Nebraska is the next weekend as well. So a lot of good stuff going on there.
Cherokee, Iowa, the Friday night before Arlington there.
I love it. I love it a lot.
I'm grabbing.
So Ron and I are going to do our contest. Who can read the schedule faster?
So what is the record so far, Jason? Where are you at?
We have some 30 points, like 30.2, I think. Yeah. Or did I get into the 29s last week or 2 weeks ago? I don't know.
You usually document this. I'm not sure if you did or not.
Well, I've won every single time, so it's kind of getting to be old hat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think you had some sub 30s there, some 30 and change. So
I feel like I got into the 29s, but maybe, I don't know.
I mean, the program is recorded. We can always go back and check. But
we could.
So
I care, Ron, but I don't know if I care that much. So
yeah, I should have grabbed my reading glasses, but I think I can do it without the reading glasses. I heard you making fun of me on Live with Lucetto last Wednesday.
Well, because somebody was asking. Somebody was asking, Greg, because we did it with him too. We did the whole the schedule thing, and we thought that was pretty funny.
Awesome. Are you going to go first since you are still leading?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, well, that's what you said last week. You said, well, since I am the returning champ, that I get to go first. I think maybe if I had a can of Coltrane Energy here and was drinking it, I think I would smoke you.
Hi, I'm Jason Schultz, and I'm about to read the schedule faster than Ron Stone because I had my Coltrane Energy drink. How about that? I'm practicing my lyrics now, so
get your scripts down.
Right, I want to be a good spokesperson for my Womp Womp juice. Did you see my Womp Womp juice commercials yet, Ron?
I saw it. I don't think maybe I did watch one. Yeah, I was multitasking at the time.
Yeah, we recorded a bunch of them with pullers down there at TPC. So we have one can of Womp Womp juice ready, and we're working on more. So
this is a product that will make any diesel tractor make that womp womp sound, or what?
Yeah, well, I'm seriously considering private labeling my own ether and calling it Womp Womp Juice. We're actually listening to Ryan tonight talk about starting a company. I'm like, yeah, Doug's working on it right now, and we're gonna do. My singer told us if we get 80%, like the John Deere stuff, that people would probably buy it. So we're gonna have some fun with it. So,
gotcha. Whenever you're ready, I have the stopwatch.
Okay.
Should we explain to people who've never tuned in before?
Go ahead, Ron. You're the announcer. So.
Yeah. Well, this year's schedule, Outlaw schedule, 2023, we have 46 events and 56 sessions of pulling. Some of those events are multi-session. So in looking at the schedule, it looks massive. We're calling it an Ironman schedule. So Jason and I don't even know how this happened. I think it was your idea. You were like, let's see who can read that schedule the fastest. So I was like, okay, I accept.
I have all the good ideas, Ron. I have all the good ideas.
So, I know. You're the man. But so
hey, Bryce.
Sorry,
Bryce,
kind of been a weekly thing that we do this every week now, and we've gotten progressively a little bit better too. I think each week.
Yeah, I think so too. Honestly, except for a couple stumbles, I think you could have got me. But I think I get in your head. I think I get in your head a little bit because I'm awesome, and it makes you a little nervous, and you don't want to let you are the voice of the Outlaws. I'm just saying, Ronald.
But you're
kind of the vice president. You're like a big deal. You're like a big deal in the outlaw world. Bryce Roberts. We do not. We'll have the results for the TPC Pick'em contest up this week. Just not yet. Been busy doing some other stuff. I'm just answering some questions. Oh, Ryan Freeman or Rion Freeman? I'm in Stoney's corner. Freeman from Texas. He's
all right. See there, I got fans out there. I got support. That's what I need. I just need a little bit of support to get me past that finish line here. So, all right, Jason. Whenever you're ready. Are you ready? You're all stretched and ready to go?
Yeah. So you just you go 3, 2, 1 it, or what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna say on your mark. You ready? On your mark. Get set. Go.
Manette, Missouri, Ravenna, Nebraska, Cherokee, Iowa, Arlington, Nebraska, White, Texas, Manila, Iowa, Concord, Nebraska, Rock Valley, Iowa, Albany, Nebraska, Bloomfield, Iowa, Onaway, Iowa, Norfolk, Nebraska, Troy, Missouri, Marthansville, Missouri, Davidson, Nebraska, Butts City, Missouri, Lee, Nebraska, Pawnee City, Nebraska, Platte City, Missouri, Britt, Iowa, Mercer, Missouri, Pearson, Nebraska, Sac City, Iowa, Wayne, Nebraska, Humboldt, Iowa, Corydon, Iowa, Lamar's, Iowa, Warrensburg, Missouri, Scribner, Nebraska, Gibbon, Nebraska, Deland, Texas, Mobile, Iowa, Mount City, Kansas, Weedwater, Nebraska, West Point, Nebraska, Palmer, Nebraska, Macon, Missouri, Iowa State Fair, Wisdom, Nebraska, Madison, South Dakota, Nebraska State Fair, Unionville, Missouri, Buckner, Missouri, Bedford, Iowa, Spencer, Iowa, Lufkin, Texas.
Oh, you broke into the 29s, buddy. If you didn't do it last week, you did it this week.
What'd I get?
29.48.
I think you got me. I took a couple bigger, deep breaths than I normally like to do.
You did take a couple big, deep gulps of air there. And I just want to correct you. Sac City is not Sex City. It's Sac City. Just
Hi, I'm Jason Schultz with Coltrane Energy Drink, and I'd like to apologize to everybody in Sac City, Iowa, for saying that your city's just full of sex. I'm sorry, and I like to apologize to everybody in the Outlaw Nation, Ron. So.
No, you're forgiven. You're forgiven.
Oh, thanks,
I'm just
buddy.
messing with you there.
I know you are.
It did kind of sound like that when you said it, and I thought I'd make light of it. I thought it was funny. So, let me get a drink. You have your stopwatch ready?
I'm working on it. Are you having a drink of your Coltrane Energy Drink, Ron? If
I had some, they're supposed to be sending me some to sample. And
if you're a good actor, Ron, you'll just say it anyway. So
hey, I'm Ron Stone, and this is all possible because of Coltrane Energy. I'm going to smoke Jason here. 29.40. I don't think I've broken into the 29s yet, but I think with Coltrane Energy in my corner and Ryan Freeman in my corner, tonight's the night, buddy.
I actually do, Ron. I think I'm going down tonight. I really do. So,
all right.
Let me know when you're ready.
All right. You tell me when.
Okay. Oops. Okay. On your marks, get set, go.
Monette, Missouri, Ravenna, Nebraska, Cherokee, Iowa, Arlington, Nebraska, White, Texas, Manila, Iowa, Concord, Nebraska, Rock Valley, Iowa, Alba, Nebraska, Bloomfield, Iowa, Ottawa, Iowa, Norfolk, Nebraska, Troy, Missouri, Marshallville, Missouri, Davis City, Nebraska, Montgomery City, Missouri, Lee, Nebraska, Pawnee City, Nebraska, Platte City, Missouri, Britt, Iowa, Mercer, Missouri, Pierce, Nebraska, Sac City, Iowa, Wayne, Nebraska, Humboldt, Iowa, Corydon, Iowa, Lamar's, Iowa, Warrensburg, Missouri, Scribner, Nebraska, Gibbon, Nebraska, DeLeon, Texas, Mobile, Iowa, Mound City, Kansas, Weeping Water, Nebraska, West Point, Nebraska, Palmer, Nebraska, Macon, Missouri, Iowa State Fair, Wisdom, Nebraska, Madison, South Dakota, Nebraska State Fair, Unionville, Missouri, Buckner, Missouri, Bedford, Iowa, Spencer, Iowa, Lufkin, Texas.
34.11.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm not lying, Ron. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, man.
You can go again. I mean, we can have people time it at home.
No, that's not fair. No, I accept my defeat. I accept the agony of defeat here. So I'll have to live with that for the next week. So I'll practice this week.
Because you don't have your glasses on tonight, Stone.
That's probably it. I'm serious a little bit. Yeah.
No, seriously, your Nebraskas aren't as quick as they normally are. Honestly,
I know.
So,
yeah, you're probably right.
I'd like to thank Coltrane Energy, our newest sponsor of the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association, for my win tonight. Just a thought of a large sponsor coming to the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling organization and supporting Ron Stone and his slow reading. It's only fair. No, Sarah, my wife's yelling at me like I'm picking on you. Like she doesn't know. Honey, I do this to Ron. This is what we do to each other.
He does this to me all the time, Sarah.
Sarah,
Yeah.
come here, babe. Let's have a celebrity.
It doesn't make it any less hurtful.
Ron,
Exactly.
come here, babe.
Right.
No, honey, come here, babe. Ron, get your stopwatch out. We're gonna have Sarah Schultz read the Outlaw schedule.
Really? Okay.
Yep, this is what we do for at the end of the show. We
Like
have
as fast as I can?
Yep. So I'm 29.48 seconds.
Oh, for
Ron's
sake.
34 seconds. You're going to come in about 45. So here it is. Ron, get your stopwatch ready.
Why?
Because
Hang
I
on,
love you, honey.
Let me reset here.
And
All
we're
right.
you're doing this for polling, babe.
I don't even. Where is the?
Hold, relax. I got to get the schedule up. So there's the screen over there. So this is. Can you see that? Okay.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
So that's Monette, Missouri, Ravenna, Nebraska, Cherokee, Orland, Nebraska, White Red, Texas.
No,
Honey, no,
I'm tapping out.
you can't tap out. No, you can't be a quitter. It's okay. There we go.
All right.
All right. Mrs. Schultz doesn't want to play ball.
She probably thinks we're nuts.
I think most people think we're nuts, Ron. Just a Hulk for clarity's sake, sir.
So good show. Great
Yeah.
new sponsors. Expect some big things from these guys. There'll be more news in the coming weeks here, some more announcements, specifically from Coltrane, as well as some other sponsors. If you like the sweeps and the shootouts, stay tuned. There's some big things happening.
Stick around. I'm going to play. We have video of all the Outlaw pullers that competed at the Pullers Championships last weekend. Excited to see all of you in Monette, Missouri, June 2nd, June 3rd, Ravenna, Nebraska, June 9th and June 10th. It's funny now, Ron, like when you were rattling off the some of the names for the whole Ganix Midwest sweep, it sounds like you read the schedule. I mean, we're going to do this at polls for the crowd too. I just want you to know that. So.
Oh, I'm good to go. I'll have my readers. I'll be good to go, my friend.
So we got Ron and I are going to zoom off the screen. You're going to watch some video, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you next week, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Now we do live with Lisetto. He's in charge of the Heartland division of the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association. And if you are a part of a board and you want to be part of the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pullers, get a hold of that Ron Stone guy, or shoot me a message on Facebook, or shoot the Outlaws a message on Facebook. We're thinking about doing something different next year. Let's start yakking now. It's important.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
start talking now.
Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for supporting Pulling. Thank you all for supporting the Outlaws, and thanks for supporting the show. Jason and I appreciate all of you tuning in every Tuesday night.
Ron, give me one more Coltrane energy drink commercial. Hi, I'm Ron Stone.
Hi, I'm Ron Stone, and I would not be this successful, and I would not be the big deal that I am if it weren't for locally based, locally sourced Coltrane energy. Get your own very own at an outlet or a retailer near you.
Oh my God, Ron! Ron, if I want to hug you right now, so
you do.
Hi, I'm Jason Schultz. I don't always drink energy drinks, but when I do, I drink Coltrane energy drink. Why? Because I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm humble. But most importantly, I love the sport of truck and tractor pulling. And anybody who also loves the sport of truck and tractor pulling, I'll drink whatever they put in a can. Thank you, Coltrane energy drink.
Dude, I think if you've got a Coltrane next week, you might break into the 28s. Just saying.
Yeah. Dude, we're going to do some of the most interesting mans in the world. Hi, I'm Ron Stone, announcer extraordinaire of the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association. Get you a little cigarette, Ronnie, and a little cool hat and
a cigar. Yeah.
Yep, a little cigar. So I love doing the show with you, Ron. I love working with you. Oh my God, it's almost been 2 hours. We still have people watching. We're sorry you're not going to get these 2 hours back in your life.
They're gone. You can't get them back.
Have a good night, everybody. I'm going to cue some video up next. Talk to you soon.
Now, the reason they call it colorblind, I believe the summer camp, they farm with all the red equipment, but they pull the green. John Deere 6030. Beyond that leader pylon, our current leader, Devin Eagle, King of the Dark Horse, 331.80. As I introduce the student Kansas State. Real quick. How about that? Man, I hope he didn't suffer. Our leader, Brent Shortfighting, here he comes. Jason, dream on, inside Nebraska.